Earlier there was a question in reference to I am the way, the truth, and the life that you answered. And I found it to be a very logical answer, but there was something that I found kind of missing in the puzzle. When he is referring to I am the way, the truth, and the life, all of us being intelligent people, I'm sure we're to see, even being a literalist in the sense that that is what it is saying, I am the way, the truth, the life. Now, had it been that he was the prophet of the time, and there was David and Solomon and etc. before him, had it been a sense to where he was put on the same level of those other prophets, and they all were the way, the truth, and the life, according to that period of time, I find it interesting that at no time in my biblical knowledge of the Bible does it ever state that King David or King Solomon, or in any reference, anybody else ever made the mention, I am the way, the truth, and the life. If they were indeed the way, the truth, and the life at that time, why is it that they never made that same statement?
You see, there are so many ways of saying the same thing. So many ways. You say the same thing, you don't put it in that order. Like the very fact, the fact of salvation, being saved. When I said in the time of Moses, now you have to now tell me that it wasn't so. In the time of Moses, I say Moses was the way to God. In the time of Abraham, Abraham was the way to God. He's telling people, he said, look, if you want to get to God, behave like this. This is what you do, God will love you and forgive you your sins. That is, in other words, he said, look at me, the way I'm doing, the way he prayed, Moses, the people must pray. The way he fasted, they must fast. The way he abstained from all evil, they do the same. If they cut a goat, they must also cut a goat. Whatever the prophet of God of the time does, the people must follow. You don't say, look, I am the way, the truth. The same statement he must make, or did Jesus make such a statement? That also you can't prove. But we accept it. That look, he could have said that. But did he say that in that form? What language did he speak? You have it in Greek. You have the whole thing written in Greek. Did he speak Greek? Which is not the case, because a man, Jew, coming to the Jews will speak the Jewish language. It doesn't make sense that he's going to speak to them in Greek. When you preserve the word Ella, Ella, lama sabachthani, you see, to show you that he spoke his own mother tongue, but the rest of the Gospels, his preachings, not preserved in his language. So now we are not going into all the details, but the fact of the matter is, you can see the spirit of what he's saying is, follow me. He said, he is not of me who does not take his cross and follow me. Take up your cross and follow me. Did he want you to get crucified? No. The way I carry my responsibility, you carry yours. That is the way. He says, verily, verily I say unto you, most assuredly I am telling you, except your righteousness exceed the righteousness of the scribes and the Pharisees, ye shall by no means enter the kingdom of heaven. There is no heaven for you, unless you are better than the Jew. And I'm asking, how can you be better than the Jew by not keeping the laws and the commandments? He says, think not that I am come to destroy the law of the prophets. I am come not to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, heaven and earth shall pass away, but one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments, or shall teach men so, shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall teach and do, shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. Ask my Christian brethren, ask them, do you keep the laws and the commandments? He says, no. I said, why don't you? He says, now we are living under grace. The law is nailed to the cross. I said, where did you get that? So he says, Philippians, Galatians, Corinthians, Thessalonians. So who's this? What's this? Who's that? He says, Paul, 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 Paul. I said, who is your Lord and Master? He said, Jesus. I said, what did Jesus say? Nobody knows. Nobody ever quotes Jesus. I said, look, this is what Jesus said. You are not of me if you don't take up your cross and follow me. The way I carry my responsibilities, you carry yours. It's a manly religion he's preaching, not a soft-soaping, cowardly religion. Somebody else pays for your sins. You get AIDS and Jesus takes the injections. Imagine, you get VD, gonorrhea, and Jesus takes the injections. Does that make sense? You have a headache and Jesus takes the pill. Does that make sense? No. I said, look, he's a manly religion, but now you have misunderstood the whole thing. You are not following Jesus. You're not listening to Jesus. If you listen to Jesus, you'll be a Muslim.
إن الله ربي وربكم فاعبدوه هذا صراط مستقيم